Hello, and greetings from the Secretariat of UNESCO's World Water Assessment Program in Perugia. I'm Richard Connor, Editor-in-Chief of the United Nations World Water Development Report. This is truly a historic year for water, as it marks the first major conference of the United Nations dedicated to water since 1977. But the year 2023 also marks the 20th anniversary of the United Nations World Water Development Report. We are profoundly grateful to the government of Italy for funding the World Water Assessment Program and to the Regione Umbria for generously hosting our secretariat in beautiful Villa La Colombella. Their contributions have been instrumental to the production of the report since 2007. And I would, of course, like to thank the University of Rome and the organizers of this event for the opportunity to address you virtually. The United Nations 2023 Water Conference in New York is focused on accelerating progress towards water and sanitation-related goals. The point is that, at current rates, progress towards all targets of SDG 6, the Sustainable Development Goal for water, is off track. This year's edition of the World Water Development Report describes how building partnerships and enhancing cooperation are essential to realizing the human rights to water and sanitation and to accelerating progress towards all targets of SDG 6. Partnerships and cooperation take place in almost every water-related endeavor. In human settlements, partnerships mainly focus on water supply, sanitation, and hygiene services. In rural and peri-urban areas, water user associations allow smallholder farmers to improve the performance of shared irrigation systems. Roughly 1/3 of the world's cities that depend on surface water are facing increasing competition with agriculture. Ironically, this is the same water required to grow the crops that feed the cities in the first place. Urban water demand is projected to increase by 80% by 2050. And the urban population facing water scarcity is projected to double over the same period. So, cooperation between cities and the agricultural communities that surround them will be absolutely essential to meeting the water needs of both. Partnerships focused on watershed protection or rehabilitation have been growing worldwide. Water funds are financing schemes that bring together downstream users like cities, businesses, and utilities to collectively invest in upstream habitat protection and agricultural land management to improve water availability and quality. Cooperation is particularly critical for ensuring water security in transboundary basins and aquifers. Greater cooperation is also needed between the water and climate change communities in order to better understand and ultimately implement both adaptation and mitigation measures through water management. While the report makes a solid case for the need for cooperation and partnerships for water, it also highlights a number of important opportunities that should motivate partners to engage in collective approaches. For example, the report shows how involving a diversity of partners expands co-benefits and improves performance. Environmental co-benefits, such as biodiversity and pollution control, are among those most highlighted in the report, along with data information sharing and co-financing. Reliable data and information strengthen partnerships and vice versa. Partnerships can facilitate and enhance data gathering, joint monitoring, for instance, for the benefit of all parties. And open and transparent exchange of data and information also builds trust between partners. Partnerships can foster innovation. During the COVID-19 epidemic, partnerships between health authorities and municipal wastewater laboratories were able to track the disease, providing unprecedented geo-referenced outbreak information in real time. The estimated costs of meeting SDG 6 exceed $1 trillion per year. Partnerships create opportunities to pool limited resources and share risks, thus improving the business case for investors. And financiers can benefit through co-financing arrangements. Indeed, safeguarding water, food, and energy security, providing water and sanitation to all, supporting health and livelihoods, mitigating the impacts of climate change, sustaining ecosystems are all parts of a big puzzle, and it's only through partnerships and cooperation can the pieces come together. And everyone has a role to play. With that, I wish you a very successful event and a safe and happy World Water Day.